Okay, today we're going to do the B pillars on a BMW 5 Series mid-1980s. As you can see by looking at them, they're all dull and faded, and we're going to take a few minutes and get these back to, or at least one of the B pillars, back to like new condition. So I'm going to have Mark come over, and we're going to open the door up. We're going to apply the polish as we would normally do on a damp rag and start wiping. And what's going to happen is going to pull off a lot of old dead paint cells. It should be very black because this is very old plastic that's been sitting in the sun for probably years.
Looking at it from the angle I'm looking at it from, Wayne, I think they've put a lot of old stuff on here too, because I can see old fingerprints burned in.
Wow.
That are finally coming out.
Let me see what the rag looks like in a minute, just to see what you pulled off so far. So that's the black dead paint cells that have been pulled off so far in just our first 45 seconds of wiping this thing down.
Don't forget, you can always wrap around and do the rubber seals in here as well while you're at it.
Correct. That's that small seal right by the B pillar. That's a soft plastic, but again, this product can be used on any surface, and that's more of an example of what we're pulling off. And again, the first time you do this, especially in a car that's never been treated before, you're gonna put some work into it, but you will never have to work this hard again after you've got it back to its original condition with the Acrylic-Works polish. So again, a damp cloth, just a little bit more, and he's rubbing it on here again. And what you should see as each successive application is less and less of the black being pulled off. It depends on how bad the condition of the piece that you're working on is, will determine how long you have to do this.
And again, we can't stress enough that this is not a temporary fix. This is restoring this panel back to brand new.
And it will stay that way with some just general maintenance, which is basically a water solution with a little bit of the polish in it, is all you need to wash your car in the future, and it'll keep the same shine. So you can see there's a lot less dead cells being pulled off of here now.
First time?
So that's the first time, this is the second time. We'll try to do it one more time.
And just a little bit of polish.
Damp cloth. And a lot of that black now is probably coming from, a lot of times the softer plastic, the softer trim piece, which is rubber, will actually pull off a lot more black than normal. But you can see now we're just almost down to almost nothing, so we're almost finished with this.
Doesn't dry white in the seams.
Right, this is not a wax. Again, this is a polish, an acrylic polish that will leave a protective shell.
And not to mention you can do the boot.
Yeah, Mark's just started to do the top, which is going to draw off a lot more black, but again, to show you, there we go.
And that's the rubber. This is all rubber up here. But for any BMW owner, they know already how expensive this is to replace this versus just taking a few moments to restore it. Okay, Wayne, I'm going to hit it one more time.
All right, one last time.
Again, just a little bit.
Okay. You can see now, it's just almost nothing coming off. So we're back down to our original B pillar surface area. The next step that Mark will take is the standard step of adding a sheen of water to the area that you've worked. What the sheen of water will do is set the acrylic polish, protect it, give it that coating that you need so that it won't deteriorate back to the condition that we found this in when we walked up here a few minutes ago.
Well, Wayne, because oxidation can come off in waves sometimes, let me just take a moment.
Okay.
I think I will hit it just one last time.
All right.
So that's what we got.
I see progressively less and less each time.
Last hit. And the key is don't quit early. Handle the restoration once, set the foundation. The follow-up and the maintenance behind it will be much easier for the few extra minutes you put into it right now. That is done now.
Okay, so we're done. Now we're going to apply the water sheen. This is just plain water over the area that you just worked. Just to, again, set the acrylic polish. And then come behind that with a buffing towel of some sort and buff it out, as Mark will do here. And you've now got a B-pillar and part of the rubber seal that is basically like brand new. It's got shine to it. And this is not going to wipe away or wash off or fade in a month or two. Again, with the maintenance solution, this should last for a year or more, or longer.
Well, one other test I'll do while we're at it.
But you can see his. You can see his. Yeah.
Try to rub it off, fingerprint it at least.
Yeah, there's nothing on there.
And then just take my regular dry hand and wipe it away.
Okay, well, show us that next to the old one. You can see the reflection in Mark's hand there that we now have. And now we look at the B-pillar that we did versus the one that was there earlier, and it's a night and day difference. So that is Acrylic-Works polish, wow, on a B-pillar on an older BMW.